What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another solo Star Wars reaction from me, Bad Batch, episode number 13. And it was really fun seeing Hera and Chopper and getting to see them and everything that they're experiencing as the Empire continues to grow. That story is wrapped up. I'm interested to see maybe long term what the plans are with a younger Hera, and you know, we also got a younger Ezra at the very beginning of this show. So all the little nuggets and seeds that they're kind of planting are very interesting, and just leads me to like more questions and curiosity as to exactly where they're going with all this. I keep talking about it because I enjoy it very much, watching the Empire as we know it today, starting from the beginning and basically growing into what they are as we know it. I think it's a very fascinating and very interesting thing to watch them go into these territories and take over, and just watching certain like people within the communities decide to either be like, oh yeah, this is a good thing, or nah, this is bad, I'm not going to go down with this. And we even saw with one of the clones with Hauser, who, you know, he's got a better hairdo than me, but we got kind of the same fade going on. Like, I really dig in this character. I hope we get more with him in the future. I mean, we've only got a few more episodes of this season of the Bad Batch. Again, I'm not sure if there's more than one season planned or not. It's going to be really interesting to see how they kind of incorporate stuff within the time zone that we're in. But this dude's a really, really interesting clone and very interesting character, and watching him just throw his stuff down and be like, nah, I ain't doing that, and watching others kind of come into his support as he gets arrested and kind of sent off. Very much digging that character and curious to see where his future lies and what kind of happens with him. If hopefully he can like bust out and maybe meet up with the Bad Batch or something along those lines. I think that'd be kind of interesting, because hopefully we haven't seen the last of him, because again, I thought he was pretty interesting. And Crosshair continues to be a problem. He has officially gotten the green light. Okay, good. Go hunt your brothers. Go get rid of them. They are more dangerous and a bigger problem than we had anticipated. Sucks they're not fighting for the Empire. But yeah, go handle them and go take care of business. And he got the official green light to go hunt them down, which, again, it's definitely going to set up a situation where, is Crosshair going to have to take someone out? Are they going to have to take Crosshair out? Are they going to be able to apprehend him and kind of explain things to him, get his chip removed, bring the batch back together as a full crew, or is someone dying? And, you know, I hope it doesn't come down to a situation where any of them die. I do kind of anticipate someone going down. I don't know who or what. I hope it's not Hunter. I hope it's not Wrecker, because those are my two favorites, obvious. But the Bad Batch as a group needs to stay together. They're all very good at what they do. And yeah, let's keep them all alive. Please? Okay, cool. Thank you. And we continue to see the development with Omega, and she had a connection, a very clear connection with Hera, which, you know, opens up all kinds of doors of questions and possibilities and all that stuff, and just continuously watching her grow and develop and build these relationships. It's very interesting. She's a fascinating character. Again, only a few episodes left. I can't wait to continue to see where they go with her and see what kind of reveals they have for her slow burn as a character, because, you know, I think it's interesting. I think she has a lot of traits that could potentially make for a very interesting character long term, and we'll kind of see where and how that even gets implemented if she survives, which I fully expect her to survive this show. So yeah, a lot really good stuff going on. They do need to pick up the pace a little bit. You know, Sid keeps sending them on these missions. I wonder how long that goes before we actually kind of bring all of these stories full circle and kind of head down the final stretch, because that's kind of where we're at. But I'm very much enjoying this show. I'm very much excited to check out this episode. You ready to join me? Let's go.
Where do you think you're going?
Wherever I want.
It's rude to barge into one's office unannounced.
This isn't your office.
Guess again.
Where is Sid?
Sid's out. This parlor and Ord Mantell are now my territory. But if you're looking for work, I might have use for you.
It is a plausible assumption that Sid was either forced out or taken out.
Well, we have to find her and help her. Nice to see one of you cares. So you boys met Roland. Roland's trying to make a name for himself by joining up with the
Pikes.
This port's connected to multiple hyperspace routes, ideal for smuggling. My parlor's right in the middle of the action. Roland saw the value in it and took it.
That's rough. Pike is mall related, right? My memory on that is a little fuzzy.
Where are we?
Ord Mantell's old mining tunnels. These rails run underneath the city. It's how we're sneaking into my parlor to steal the spice. No one can know we're involved. Roland is one thing, but the Pikes aren't an enemy you want to make. When we pass through those doors, not a peep out of anyone. We don't want to wake the hive. The caverns have a slight infestation problem.
I like the music. Very Empire-esque.
What was that?
Oh, jeez.
It was an accident.
Yeah, let's just keep shining our lights there. Because that wouldn't bring the monster out. Come on, guys.
This ladder leads into my back office. Up you go.
6 crates of spice confirmed.
The spice. It's gone!
That's secure enough. Let's go.
Found them!
We've got incoming!
Breaking technique works every time.
If those laser brains woke the hive, we're all dead.
The action in this show is always fantastic. Regardless of what your opinion is of the story that they're building, the action is always fun. They always do a good job with these little fight sequences.
Power up the engine.
Fuck that.
Not the spice.
Oh shit. It's pretty nasty.
The shipment was stolen.
We did not come to hear excuses. You are of no further use to us. Either you correct this grave mistake, or you and your entire family will experience what pain truly feels like.
That's a really big threat. Like, don't mess with my family, yo.
It has come to my attention that you have stolen our shipment of spice. Return it to us, and we will consider this issue resolved.
We don't have any spice.
But we know where it is.
Then you should have no problem retrieving it. The child stays here.
Not happening.
This is not a negotiation.
You all don't realize who you're dealing with. If you don't lower your blasters, we're all gonna wish we were dead. Let me handle this. Muscles and I will rappel down into the cavern and locate the crates. I got the kid into this mess. I'll get her out.
Alright, Sid. That's respectable. So that's what this whole episode is gonna be? The pikes and the spice and retrieving it and...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And this time, don't drop it.
But Muscles doesn't do well with heights. Come on, Sid.
That's great.
Final crate secure. Bring us up.
Oh, shit. Now you've done it.
Maybe they didn't hear it.
I don't think we're that lucky.
Yeah, me neither.
Is there like one singular bad? Or is it just like an entire just swarm?
What's up with the spice?
Incoming!
Alright, Tech. Looks like that got the job done.
See, Muscles? That wasn't so bad.
No, I'm okay. Okay. Whew.
Man, they're good at problem solving. They figure it all out.
Since the spice has been returned, the matter between us is resolved, but not with you.
He made a mistake, that's all.
Call this a bad deal and walk away.
We do not accept bad deals. Our business is finished. Would not be wise for our paths to cross again.
It's a small price to pay. I'll be going now.
That's it? Just like that? All done?
Why did you stick up for him after what he did?
I don't know. Ruby likes him. Maybe he's not all bad.
Alright. I don't know if there's a whole lot to say about that episode, to be honest. I mean, it was another mission that they had to accomplish. Still not really at all on the main storyline. I figured we would have gotten something from Crosshair in this episode after what happened last episode. I said it early at the in the intro. I feel like this show needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Like, I'm all about slow burns and storytelling, but I feel like a large handful of these episodes have been geared towards setting up other things, other stories. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I mean, again, getting episodes and getting all this content with the Bad Batch is fantastic. I love the Bad Batch. I love their interactions. I love the action. It's great. But again, it's like we're dabbling in so many different stories, and now they've inserted the Pikes here, which I do need to do a little bit of a refresher on them. But that is associated with Maul. I'm pretty sure about that. Does that mean Maul is around? Is he nearby? Is he going to show up in one of these remaining episodes? Or is this going to be something to build towards another piece of content somewhere else? Because, again, we've gotten like Ezra, we've gotten Saw Gerrera, we've gotten so many other things from previous episodes and stories and characters that we're familiar with. And just the whole thing with the Rebellion and the Empire, Camino, all of that. Like, I feel like we've gotten kind of far off the main storyline in terms of what we're dealing with right now. And, you know, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Because if that is something to set up Maul, dope. Maul's one of, if not the best characters. Well, I don't think he's the best character. He's one of like top 3, maybe, characters in Star Wars. He is amazing. And if there is a logical explanation as to weaving him into this story, dope. I'm all for it. Because again, I'm holding faith. We still got episodes left in this season. Favreau and Filoni are amazing Star Wars storytellers. They're great storytellers in general, but they're amazing with Star Wars. I'm still holding faith that this is going to end well and the story's going to continue building. It's just, I feel like we've gotten so far off track from what we've seen a few episodes ago with the whole Camino storyline, with Omega, with Cad Bane, with Fennec, like all of that stuff. Like, it felt like it was months ago at this point, and it wasn't that many episodes ago. So yeah, like I hope they figure out a way to kind of swerve it back in, and just everything with, again, I said it I think last episode, everything that the Bad Batch has been involved in has been linked to Sid. Sid has been basically the core of this whole story, which has branched out into all these different things that we've encountered and watched, which it's cool, it's fine. It's an easy way to kind of tell the story and introduce all these things, and I'm okay with it. But again, we didn't really get any more development with Omega. We really didn't get that much more. I mean, we continue to see her softer side and her ability to reason and, you know, maybe feel for people that others don't. But like the connection with the Bad Batch, that didn't really feel a lot of growth there. Sid had a little bit of character development there in terms of caring for Omega, but ultimately, what is Sid's future? I feel like Sid is just kind of a pawn in this show to kind of just set up things versus being an actual main player. But again, we'll have to see how it plays out. Overall, I feel like that was a pretty flat episode. But again, if it sets up something bigger, I'm all for that kind of stuff because the impact of certain pieces of content aren't always necessarily determined right away. If they have a bigger impact, if it's a mall thing that gets launched, then dope. Like, that's awesome. And then this episode won't be as, like, flat, I guess is a good word to use, as it feels, because, again, it told a really good story and it ended up meaning a lot more. That's kind of where my mindset's at with episodes like this. I try not to shit on things too much. Again, the action was fun. The story really wasn't there. But again, the story's not there because we don't know necessarily where the finish line is and kind of see what the point is and where it goes. So I'm going to hold my breath. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to trash it. It was a fine episode of The Bad Batch. You know, the animated series, they tend to do this. Even in Mandalorian, there were a couple episodes where they kind of like, maybe not this most recent season, but where they kind of deterred from the main story and kind of went on a little bit of side missions. It happens. It's all part of the story and how they do this. So I'm not going to freak out. It wasn't the best episode. It was probably one of the lower level episodes of this show. Maybe the worst one. Like, I hate to use the word worst because it wasn't bad. It was just the least exciting and interesting of all the episodes, maybe. But again, if it leads to a mall appearance or a mall storyline, all for it. I'll dig that for sure. But leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of that episode. Where do you think they're going to go? How do you think they're going to wrap up the last few episodes of this season? And what do you think is going to ultimately happen with the Bad Batch, Crosshair, Omega, everything that's going on? We don't have that much more, so share your thoughts. I love hearing your theories and your opinions. So yeah, share them, and we will catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.